Hello and welcome to NDTV Profit. You're watching IPO and my guest today is from Quadrant Future Technologies. It's a company which is involved in the research and development of train control and signaling system under the Kavach, and also is a manufacturer of specialty cables. And joining me today is Mr. Mohit Vora, who is the managing director of the company, and Mr. Amit Jain, who is the CFO of the company. The company's IPO is opening on Jan 7th and closes on Jan 9th. Price between 275 to 290 rupees per share. The fresh issue comprises of 290 crore rupees, and the company will be valued at little over 1,160 crores at the upper end of the price band. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on NDTV Profit. Mr. Vora, to begin with, sir, give us a sense of your business first, because it's a business which was primarily into specialty cables manufacturing. Now with Kavach orders coming into, the model is also changing a bit. So give us an understanding of your business first.
Thank you very much for showing interest in our company. My name is Mohit Vora. I'm the managing director of the company. So primarily, sir, we are a railways company. So we had experience in doing a lot of electrical systems that goes inside the trains. Trains means coaches, EMUs, and locomotives. So when it comes to understanding of railways, so we know the intricacies of the railways involved. So starting with railways, I mean, when we said that we were doing a lot of electrical systems, so we had a huge requirement of cables for our internal requirement. So that is how we decided to came up with our own cable manufacturing facility. So, but these are specialty cables because this require a special process with which you can achieve some special properties of the cables, which are very, very useful to railways. Maybe it is lower weight, maybe it is safety, fire-related safety, and also durability, which are very important. So we started with cable manufacturing in this company, and that too in a place called Mohali, and the factory was set up in 2017. However, as I mentioned that we are a railways company, so our heart is always connected with railways. So we look towards the opportunities that are emerging in railway sectors. So a lot of modernization was happening in railways, a lot of modernization was being planned. So we decided that let us get into a signaling system, railway signaling systems or train control solutions, both the same thing. So we started this division of train control solutions to develop safety critical systems that are being used in railway signaling domain. And knowing the urgency of Kavach, so we diverted our whole attention toward Kavach systems then. So the entire team was built, the people was brought in who had the knowledge in domain, software engineering, hardware engineering, and everybody was collated, and then we started up this particular project. And the product was developed, and that was showcased to railways. They liked it, and that is how they sanctioned section of about 43.5 kilometers initially, with 10 trains and 5 railway stations, and we then demonstrated the production and also the installation in that section, and subsequently this tender came up for 10,000 locomotives, wherein we bagged 1,200 locomotives Kavach order. So in terms of strengths, when you ask me, so the company has full-fledged strengths in terms of train control solutions, particularly because that is built over 4 bigger domains, like validation and verification is one bigger pillar of this particular domain. Second one is software and hardware and engineering, which is basically termed as R&D of a company. Third is definitely the ISA part, which is the ISA documentation. You know, a lot of documentations, technical documentation is involved in this particular. And fourth is obviously the domain knowledge, the region-specific domain knowledge that is very, very special for this business. So all these 4 pillars stand very tall in the company.
Sir, give us a sense of the kind of transformation. You spoke about the fact that you got the Kavach order. To give our viewers a sense of the order, it's around 978-79 crores, which includes taxes, which is there. But to give it a bigger perspective, that in FY24 you had a top line of nearly 152 crores. and now this order of 970 odd crores, which has to be executed over the next 12 months, if I'm not wrong. What is the kind of capability that the company has with respect to production, with respect to execution, and also if you can give us an idea of the kind of revenue recognition that may happen in FY25 and 26?
See, first of all, coming to the production capacity of a company, we already had a fully automatic EMS line, a redundant line. So that is capable of doing this stuff in terms of 1200 locomotives which you talked about comfortably without increasing any kind of machines or equipment in the company. So that anyway existed in the company, and that is what was also assessed by railways. Coming to the other kind of strengths, as you said, or the capabilities, and you mentioned about raising the top line from 150 crore to this particular figure which you talked about. We foresaw this thing coming. As I said, very ambitious plans of railways, Ministry of Railways, on deployment of the safety critical systems on the field, that to a very vast networks. So we saw that coming. So that is how, looking at the kind of volumes which were being talked about, it was very essential for us to have this IPO in place, so that it further strengthened our existing strength to execute this order in the timely manner.
Give us a sense of the kind of execution timeline. Means it's 12 months, which you have, stated in the RHP. But is it back-ended in revenue recognition, or how does it work? Railway order means you have to do the execution first, and then the revenue gets recognized. Just to get an idea of how the railway orders work.
Yeah, this particular order is very special because railways did it differently. They draw a deadline of 12 months, so that when the order is received, so immediately after that the clock starts and you have to execute the complete order in 12 months. So probably we have about 11 months left now, and we are fully geared up in the sense that we are hopeful of receiving the final approval shortly along with other suppliers, and then start the manufacturing part of it. And as such, the purchasing has already started, and hopefully we will start our production in the month of March, and then subsequently start supplies to complete that order before time.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that the order was for 10,000 units, and you got 1,200 units from Chittaranjan Loco Works. What is the kind of opportunity which is there in Kavach? I mean, 10,000 is just a starting point, if I may say. What could be the potential which is available here for you?
When we say the potential of Kavach, obviously we know about the vast network of Indian Railways. So the Kavach system has to be deployed over the entire network of track and stations and locomotives, EMUs, and all kind of trains. So there is a huge network, and obviously you see new trains being built, new locomotives being built every year, new stations coming up, new tracks being laid. So this is going to be an ongoing journey. And moreover, safety critical systems or signaling system like this, they keep upgrading from time to time. You can refer to different regions or developed regions of the world like Europe, wherein they started with ETCS, started with level 1, level 2, they are talking about level 3. So same is the case here. When you have good ambitions to increase the speed of the trains, so obviously you need to increase the speed of, or you need to enhance the safety, and you need to enhance the software and hardware engineering that are associated with it. So it remains an ongoing journey. And as I said, that the network is very vast, so the potential is quite immense and huge for this system.
So there will be further tenders which will come out from the Indian Railways on Kavach, or beyond the 10,000 locos units which you have talked about?
See, locomotives is one part of it, and the track and the stations, Parallelly, these tenders are already being published. I mean, a lot of tenders are published on the station side as well, and they are being quoted by our company also, similar to other players. And hopefully, we will see some good orders coming in from station and track side also, and that will continue to happen. What I am told is tentatively about 15,000 odd kilometers worth of track tenders are being published or already published or being published. So I think this is the first step, and going ahead, I mean, there'll be other big tenders coming in subsequent years to come.
Amit, come in here. I just want to get an idea of the financials here, because you had a revenue of 65 crores in the first half, for half of the year, but your EBITDA was lower. Can you take us through why the EBITDA was lower and EBITDA margins were lower compared to FY24 EBITDA margins?
Sir, as Sir has said that we are into two segments. One is cable and another is train control system. During this period, we have make expenditure for the that is railway control system, and there was no revenue from that side. So due to that expenditure, we are in the loss. Otherwise, from the with respect to the cable division, we are in the profit activity, profit margins.
What is the kind of investments that you have made into Kavach or TCAS, and how are you capitalizing in the P&L system? Is it over a period of time or is it at one go?
No, sir. We have completed our R&D, that is capitalization activity, and now R&D expenses are going on. So we are making expenses for that is research and development activity, which are accounting in the profit loss account, not in the capitalization.
Okay.
And we have made all the expenditure which is required for this activity.
You're raising 290 crores in fresh issue. Can you give us?
With respect to capital expenditure?
Yeah, you're raising 290 crores, in fresh issue. Can you take us through the utilization of these 290 crores?
Out of 290 crores, yes, some part is for the Kavach, and out of that is general corporate purpose. We can contribute some part to Kavach also. And major part is for the working capital arrangement for the cable division.
Okay. Mr. Vora,
which is well explained in the RHP and the other documents.
Mr. Vora, give me a sense of your other business segments which you are trying to enter, solar and EV. What is the kind of opportunity that you see there, and by when do you see some revenues coming in from these new, because you are into specialty cables which can be used for these two segments as well?
So as I mentioned that these cables are used in the segments where lower weight, safety and durability are of utmost importance. So of late, we saw a lot of transformation happening in the industry in certain segments. Right from automotive, you see, we are slowly migrating towards electric vehicles, and we foresee going towards hydrogen vehicles very soon. So lower weight of cables contribute very, very significantly to electric vehicles, because if you have a lower weight of a vehicle, the size of the battery reduces, and you have a lower capital cost of the vehicle. And also when you have a lower size of the battery, and obviously you have a lower charging time, that is also very useful to the user. So when it comes to EVs, so I think this is going to be very, very popular product, and I think globally it will be only electron beam cables, to my understanding, that will be used for all the EV manufacturing. Similarly, solar, when you talked about, we have already released our solar catalog. Why? Because solar now the installations are being done at very, very remote locations, like deep into deserts. You have installations even on the oceans now. So you cannot go and maintain. You need cables which are of very high durability, withstand harsh environments, temperature, ultraviolet resistance. So the kind of inquiries that our companies see during the last 2-3 months, I mean, these are all about electron beam cables from all major groups of solar. So yes, we will very soon, diversify towards different sectors like infrastructure, high-rise building. That is also the same story. You need lower weight materials because this affects your foundation of the building and capex of the building. And since you have high-rise buildings, the evacuation time is also that has increased significantly. So in case of any fire-related issue, so you have a higher evacuation time. So these cables are very, very beneficial to be used. So these are all sectors wherein we will be diversifying. Very soon you will see our figures and revenues coming in from these sectors.
Because currently today you have only one manufacturing facility in Mohali. Is that facility enough to manage this growth, quantum growth, which is coming in from Kavach, from entry into EVs and solar, and your existing specialty cable business?
As such, we have indicated in our RHP document also, and the fact is that we are using tentatively 50 to 55% of our manufacturing capacity or machines which are available for the cable manufacturing. So there is a lot of scope for expansion of cables using the same machines, using the same facility, and once we reach to this particular point, then maybe we can decide of having a newer facility, or maybe continuing in the same facility with expansion of more machines which may be required. So as you said, that depending on one facility, this facility is a substantially big facility when it comes to cables and when it comes to electronic manufacturing. And a lot of scope for expansion also around, in case we take you to the tour of the factory sometime. So I think that is fully capable of taking these numbers and the future numbers that are being talked about in the company.
And one final question, because it's a railway order which you're talking of Kavach. Is there a AMC also associated with it, so that you maintain and you get a regular stream of income from asset management going forward?
Yes, particularly the locomotive tenders, and I would say even the track and station tenders are associated with annual maintenance contracts to a tune of 15 years from the date of commissioning. So yes, the initial, after crossing the initial warranty period, then subsequent years, probably 11 years or so, would be associated with annual maintenance of revenues.
And how much will be that fee that you will get on an annual basis?
Generally, for signaling equipment, it ranges from 3 to 7.5%. But particularly for this high value or high magnitude tenders, the railways has kept it as 3% of the capital cost of the equipment.
Okay, and you
per year.
Okay, per year. So that gives you a regular stream of income as well going forward to be with them. Are you looking at taking this?
You're right. Yes.
You're taking this product to global markets as well?
The moment we stabilize in production and manufacturing and supply, initial supplies that will go into the sheds that are nominated to us, immediately after that we will strive towards global markets for our safety critical systems and Kavach as well.
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure talking to you today. Your IPO is opening on Jan 7th, closes on Jan 9th, price between 275 to 290 rupees per share. It's a fresh issue of 290 crores and the company is valued at little over 1160 crores at the upper end of the price band. Thank you for watching IPO and coming on NDTV Profit.